Hi everyone, this is teacher Sandra. So in this paper, I'll be going through Nanyang Primary 5 2019 SA1 Paper 2. So for question 1, they say that there were 648 adults and 49 of them were men. So how many men were there? So I can simply take 49 times 648 and that will give me the number of men, which is 288. Question 2, they ask us to find the total mass of the 3 children. So you have to take 38, 1/5 plus 41, 1/3 plus 52, 1/4. And if you do that, your answer should be 131, 47 out of 60. Question 3. So this whole thing is a shaded triangle. The question is asking us to find out the area of the unshaded parts. We know that BC is half of AE, which means BC is 4 cm. So in order to find the area of the unshaded part, I'll need to find the area of the rectangle. So let me write it here. Okay, area of rectangle would be length times breadth, which in this case is 10 times 8, which is 80. And I need to find the area of the shaded triangle, which is half times base is 4, height is 10, so that's 20. So my unshaded parts would be the rectangle minus the shaded. I'll be left with 60. So the answer will be 60 square centimeters. Question 4. The solid is made up of 6 identical cubes, each 5 cm. We're supposed to find the volume of the solid. When they say each 5 cm, means this. These are all 5 cm. They're all 5 cm. Okay, so I need to find the volume of one cube first, which is 5 times 5 times 5, 125. So the solid is made out of 6 cubes, so I'll take 125 times 6. Which is 750. Question 5. A glass bottle filled with 10 erasers. The mass is 1200 grams. The same bottle when filled with 6 erasers, it's 1040 grams. They want us to find the mass of one eraser. I'm going to draw the model. So this is the glass bottle, okay? It has mass, so that's the mass of the bottle. If it has 10 erasers, the mass of the bottle and the 10 erasers would be 1200 grams. But when it's only filled with 6 erasers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the mass is 1040 grams. So from here, we're able to find out the mass of 4 erasers. 4 erasers will be the difference between 1200 and 1040. So 1200 minus 1040. 4 erasers weigh 160 grams. So one eraser will be 160 divided by 4, which is 40 grams. Question 6, we know that the breadth is this. The length is this longer than the breadth. The question, part A, asking us to find the length. So we need to take the breadth plus 7 out of 2. So they ask us to express as an improper fraction. So I would just work it out this way. Change it to the same denominator first. So that would be 51 out of 4 centimeters. Part B, what is the area of the rectangle? Area is equal to length times breadth, right? So I know my length is 51 out of 4 times the breadth. Breadth is 37 out of 4. So if we work this out, we should get 117 and 15 out of 16. So this is the mixed number in its simplest form. Question 7, this is the mass of the green beans. And the green beans cost 1 kg, $4 per kg. 3 times as many red beans, and the cost of the red beans, 1 kg, would be $5. The question asks us to find the total amount of money that he spent on the green and also the red. So let's find out the cost for the green beans, okay? 2 1/4 kg, right? Each kg $4. So in total will be this would be $9. So 3 times as many red as green. So 2 1/4 times 3. This is 6 3/4 kg. So 6 3/4 kg times $5 for the red beans. That's $33.75. So the total cost would be $33.75 plus $9, which will give us $42.75. Question 8, we know that the total of salt in 3 containers will be 8.4. 0.4 kg moved from X to Y. 1.5 kg moved from Z to Y. In the end, there was an equal amount of salt in each container. So how much salt was there in each container in the end? The total didn't change because it's just a transfer between the 3 containers. So it will still be 8.4, and if in the end the 3 of them are the same, we'll have 2.8 kg of salt in each container in the end. So the question wants us to find in B, they want us to find Y at first. So we got to work backwards. So if Y had 2.8 in the end, they say that 1.5 kg of salt was moved from Z to Y. So if Z gave to Y, now I want to work backwards, right? I need to take out from Y and return it to Z. So I'm going to take out 1.5 kg. So that means Y is left with 1.3. So one more step of working backwards. They tell us that 0.4 kg of salt moved from X to Y. So if they move from X to Y, again, we need to take out the 0.4 from Y, right? And give it back to X. So 1.3 now minus the 0.4. So we're left with 0.9 kg. For question 9, the main thing we need to note is that we have 2 identical triangles. These 2 triangles are the same. Okay, so if they are the same, it means that this is 3 cm and this is 4 cm. So that answers part A. What's the length of the rectangle? 3 plus 4. That is 7 centimeters. So with that, we are able to find out the area of the figure. Area of the figure is made up of the square. So A, B, C, and D. I'm going to write individually. So in order to find the area of A, that's a square. So 5 times 5 is 25. Area of B, half times 4 times 3, which is 6. C is the same. It is also 6 because C is the same as B. They are 2 identical triangles. And D, will be 7 times 2, which is 14. So we need to find A, B, C, D all added up together, which is 25 plus 6 plus 6 plus 14. The answer is 51. Area of the figure is 51 square centimeters. For question 10, we have a cubical tank A. The age is 13. It was completely filled. Tank B was empty, so water was poured from A to an empty tank B. We know the dimensions of tank B. Until tank B was filled, and there was some water left in A, so we need to find out how much water was left inside A. So let's find out the amount of water that was in A. 13 times 13 times 13. It's 2,197 cubic centimeters. So then this amount of water was poured into an empty tank B, right? So let's find out tank B. Tank B is 9 times 11 times 13, which is 1287. So we just need to take the total amount of water in A, and they filled B, right? Which means 910 cubic centimeters of water was left in tank A. So that's the answer, 910 cubic centimeters. Question 11, I'm going to try drawing the model to illustrate. So out of 9, so George has 9 units, okay? Out of which 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 9 are red. 2/5 of the remaining stickers. So just nice, my remainder, I have 5 parts. So out of which 1, 2, these are blue, and the rest are green. They tell us that the green stickers is 36 fewer than the red. So green, we have 3 units. Red, we have 4 units. So the difference between red and green is 1 unit. Therefore, we know that 1 unit is 36. Okay, so for part A, what fraction of the stickers are green, right? I can do this. I can say 9 out of 9 is the total, minus my red, which is 49, minus my blue, which is 29. I'm left with the green, which is 39. This is one way of doing. The other way of doing would be the rest are green, right? Meaning the rest of that will be 3/5 of the remainder. And the remainder is actually 59. So I can take 3/5 times 59, and I get 39, which I simplify to get 1/3. That's the answer for part A. So that or this, okay? So remember to simplify this as well, equals to 1 out of 3. So for part B, how many stickers does George have? So we have established that 1 unit is 36. George in total has got 9 units. So 36 times 9, 324. This will be the answer for part B. Question 12. Once again, I will use a model to illustrate. We have Shri and Devi. Shri used twice as much as Devi, so used twice as much as Devi. Okay, so this is what they used. I'm just going to highlight it. Okay, so yellow color is what was used. Then Devi had twice as much flour left as Shri. And the amount of flour that Devi had left was 60 grams more than what she had used. So the amount of flour that Devi had left was 60 more than what she had used. And Devi had twice as much flour left as Shri, meaning this is considered 2 units. And as for Shri, it will be half of that. So I would actually need to halve the units. Okay, so Shri's leftover would actually be 1 U and half of 60, which is 30. So these are all equal units. And in total, they have 2,160 grams. So let me take out all the extra parts first. So 2160 minus 60 minus 30. 2070. And they make up 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 units. So 9 units is 2070. 1 unit would be 2070 divided by 9. Which is 230. So how much flour did Shri have at first? At first would be everything there. That would be 5 units. 230 times 5 is 1150. And we will add that with the 30. That would be 1180. So the answer would be 1,180 grams. For question 13, we know that he had a total of 13 notes. We have $2, $5, and $10 notes. We know the total value is $89. So we have to use guess and check for this. So this will be number of $2 notes. That's the value. And then we have number of $10 notes. Hey, wait, $5 first. She doesn't really matter, but never mind. Okay, and then they have the value. And then we have number of $10 notes. Then the value. Then we have the total value, which we need to check. It needs to be $89, and we have our final column, which is the check. So first, if we have 13 notes and we want them to be $89, so maybe we can see. The thing is about the $9, the thing we need to take note is the 9. That's odd number, right? So we kind of need to have like maybe $2 notes, so that we add it up to like $4, right? And our $5 notes, let's make it 1 first. How about that? And if we have one $5 notes, oh wait, that should not have a dollar sign. Okay, and if we have one $5 note, that gives us value of 5. So then you see, if you have $5 plus $4, you get $9, which is a possibility, right? So if I have $2, one $5, I'm left with $10. So the value would be 10, 10 would be 100. So my value in here would be 109, which is too much. So I have to reduce my number of $10 notes. So let's say if I change this to, maybe I increase my number of $5 notes. Okay, maybe let's say I give it, because I'm quite sure that my $2 notes, I need to have it at 2, because I need to have a value of 4 to make $9 for the 89. Maybe I increase this to 3. So the value of this would be, oh, I forgot to write down. This is 2 times $2. Okay, let me just erase all these earlier. 2 times $2, $4. 1 times $5, $5. 10 times $10, $100. So total value is 4 plus 5 plus 100, which is 109. Okay, make sure you have your equations there, right? So now my $5 notes will be 3 times 5, which is 15. So that makes, okay, this I will remain. 2 times $2 gives me $4. So then I will have 8 $10. So 8 times 10 gives me $80. So the total here would be 4 plus 15 plus 80. That gives me 99. I think I'm getting closer to my answer. So this is still wrong. So let me just increase this by 2 again. So 5 times 5 is $25. So I reduce this by 2, that's 6. 6 times $10 gives me 60. This remains at 2. So my total value here would be 4 plus 25 plus 60. $89. Yes, and that is the answer. So for part A, they're asking us to find out the number of $5 notes. $5 notes, my answer is over here. 5 $5 notes. Part A, 5. Part B, he used all his $10 notes to pay for a toy car. All. Okay, so how much did he pay for the toy car? The toy car, 6 $10 notes. So 6 times 10, $60. That's the answer for part B. $60. So for question 14, Naomi bought 1 cooking pot and 4 frying pans. So what's the least amount of money that she paid? 1 cooking pot, this. 4 frying pans would be this. So 4 frying pans will be 630 and 50 times 4. That gives us 2,522. And if we add this together with the cooking pot, $810.90. That gives us $3,332.90. This is the answer for part A. Okay, and part B, Zechariah had $3,000. What is the greatest number of cooking pots he could buy? Oh, cooking pots. So buy 2 or more, right? $800 each. So then if we take the total amount that he has divided by the cost of each cooking pot, so 3,000 divided by 800, I will get 3, remainder $600. So the greatest number of pots he can buy would be 3. So answer for A, 3332.90, and answer for B would be 3. Question 15. 3/4 of the chocolates were white, the rest were dark. 1/6 of the dark were sold, and there were 75 pieces of dark chocolate left. We want to find the number of pieces of chocolate at first. So we could possibly draw the model. Let me draw the model to illustrate. So at first, 3 out of 4. This one white, this one dark. 1/6 of the duck was sold. So I can cut the duck into 6 parts. So remember, if I cut this up, everything else I cut as well. Okay, so what does it say? 1/6 of the dark chocolate was sold, right? So this one sold. And there were 75 pieces of dark chocolate left. So this tells us that 5 units is 75. So then we can find out what's 1 unit, which is 75 divided by 5, 15. So we want to find out the total number of chocolate at first would be 24 units. That will give us 360. That's the answer. Question 16. If he fills 20 cups, he would have 600 ml left. If he fills 6 jugs, he'll be short of 400 ml. And they also tell us that a jug is the same as 4 cups. Let's perhaps change the cups to jugs. Okay, so 20 cups. Okay, so they tell us that 4 cups is the same as 1 jug. So if I want to convert my 20 cups to jugs, that will give me 5 sets of this, which is equals to 5 jugs. So my 20 cups is actually equivalent to 5 jugs. Okay, so if I draw the model to help you understand, okay, this is the amount of orange juice that he has. Okay, now if he fills it with 5 into 5 jugs, fill into 5 jugs, he would have 600 milliliters left. However, if he wants to fill it up into 6 jugs, okay, he'll be short. He doesn't have enough. He'll be short of 400 milliliters of orange juice. So this actually tells us that 1 jug is 600 plus 400. The capacity of 1 jug is 600 plus 400, which is 1000. Okay, so that's the answer for part A. So how much orange juice does he have? So we need to find this. How much orange juice does he have? So I can use other scenarios. I can use the 5 jugs. So he fills up 5 jugs. So that's 5 times 1000. That makes 5000. And he will still have 600 milliliters left. So that is 5600. Let me do a check. I can use the second scenario to check. So if he does it fills up 6 jugs, right? So that's 6 times 1000, which is 6000, but he would be short. So 6000 minus 400, that gives us 5600 as well. So that is correct. Question 17, they tell us that the total is 576. We have red, blue, and yellow buttons. 3/4 of the buttons were red and blue. 2/3 of the buttons were blue and yellow. Okay, so now I'm gonna have to make the denominators the same. So 3/4 and 2/3. I'm gonna change it to denominator 12. So this is 9 out of 12. This is 8 out of 12. Okay, so what they're telling us is that red plus blue is 9, 12. So from this information, if red plus blue is 9, 12, the yellow would be 12, 12 minus 9, 12, 3, 12. Yes? So then if they tell us that blue plus yellow is 8, 12, so from this we are able to find out our blue, right? Since we know that yellow is 3, 12, so I can take 8, 12 minus 3, 12, I will get 5, 12. So then we need to find out the red for part A. So red would be 12 out of 12 minus blue minus yellow, which is 4, 12. And if you need to simplify this, this gives us 1/3. That's the answer for part A. A is 1 out of 3. So part B asks us to find out the difference between the blue and the yellow. So our clue is the total, right? 576 in all. So I know that 12 units is 576. 1 unit will be 576 divided by 12, which is 48. So the difference between blue and yellow, blue we have 5 units, yellow we have 3 units. So 5 minus 3 is actually 2 units. So you just need to find 2 units, which is 48 times 2. That gives us 96. So the answer for part B is 96. Okay, so this is the end of paper 2. So I hope that you have benefited from the solutions. So happy practicing!